welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be talking about Midyear and the things that I would do to prepare for Midyear and some of the lessons that I learned through Midyear. And obviously, I can't cover all the things in one video, so I'm going to split this up into 2 or 3 different videos on just the preparation, and then I'll talk about another video on the things to do at Midyear and then on site and so on. So there's going to be probably 2 to 3 videos on just the preparation part. So this is the part 1 of that. And I really hope you guys find this helpful and that it helps you guys get ready for Midyear and it takes some of the stress away. So I graduated from MCPHS University this past May, and I have this degree to prove it. Oh, that was some skills. Anyways, so I graduated from MCPHS University this past May. Thought I heard something. So I currently work as a PV scientist in the pharmaceutical industry. So I know when I was preparing for Midyear, it was so stressful trying to figure out how to prepare. So the first thing I would do is register to go to Midyear. But before you register to go to Midyear, make sure that you're a ASHP member. So in order to get a discounted price at Midyear, you need to be an ASHP member. So the price difference comes out to be cheaper if you're an ASHP member. And a lot of universities gives them a sort of reimbursement for the membership. So I think if you join a professional organization, you can get up to 25 or 50% back. So it's very, very helpful. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you start calculating the cost of Midyear, it becomes very, very expensive. So if you're not a member yet, make sure you become a member before you register for Midyear. And after you're an ASHP member, you need to register for Midyear. Now, Midyear, I think this year, up until October 22nd, it's early bird admission. And what that means is that you're gonna be paying a lower price if you register before October 22nd. You register October 23rd and on, you're gonna be paying a higher price. And I think anywhere for the actual membership and for PPS itself, which I'll talk about, you end up saving about $60 to $100. Definitely register before October 22nd. And if you're watching this video on October 23rd, I'm really sorry for you if you haven't registered. The third thing is you need to register for PPS if you're going for a fellowship. PPS is Personnel Placement Service, where they show you all the different fellowships that are going on, the academic school that they're affiliated with, and a little bit about the fellowship. The second one is a little bit more, I guess, intense for some people and easy for others. You need to find recommendations. So generally, each fellowship that you will apply for will require 3 letters of references. So it's important to have those ready very early, just because you don't want to wait till the last minute or like November when, or like a month before Midyear, and you don't have your letters of recommendation. I did that. Of course, I'm such a procrastinator. Like, don't be like me. So don't wait till the last minute because it's super stressful, and take it from someone that has actually been there. I was messaging preceptors and professors and my supervisors and managers from work. Hey, long time no talk. Ready for that letter of recommendation I may have vaguely told you about a year ago? Number 3 is to make a unique cover letter and CV. So this is extremely important. Cover letters really are the gatekeeper for you to even have a seat at the table. And that's a little sense because you do sit at the table when they interview you. Really, a cover letter is basically if it's really important. If it's for med info, they'll probably read your writing skills to see if you're able to write in a certain way and articulate a letter in a certain way, because if you're med info, you're going to be writing DDI letters and things like that. And a lot of other positions too, like regulatory, PV. What a cover letter is supposed to do is talk about why you want the position. I'm just trying to remember my cover letter. So the first paragraph was why I'm interested in the position. The second paragraph was why I'm interested in the company. The third paragraph was why I would be a suitable candidate. So that's something that I would do in a cover letter, and I'm gonna make another video about cover letters and how to write them, and I'll show you guys my cover letter and what I wrote in there, so that it's probably helpful for a lot of people. For a CV, one of the things that I would do is use your university. A lot of universities have a career center, so usually they give you a template of how a CV should look. So try to get that if you can. If your school doesn't have it, I can send you my template, but I can also go through my CV with you guys. I will probably create a video with that, but if I delay in the video, just shoot me a message on LinkedIn or shoot me an email. I'll put it, what's the thing called? The description box. I'll put it in the description box. Next thing that I would do is, this is very important, update your LinkedIn. And if you don't have one, make a LinkedIn. Please do not use the picture from that wedding you went to 2 years ago, please. Like, everyone has a wedding picture on their LinkedIn. Like, use portrait mode on your iPhone, take a good headshot, you know, take one of your friend and then make your friend take one of you. It's just take a professional picture and not like have someone crop. I think a LinkedIn is super important because quickly, they don't know who you are, the people that are interviewing you. But the way they can find out is through your LinkedIn. They can type your name and find out who you are, see your picture, see your background, and, you know, get a sense of who you are as a person. What I did on my LinkedIn was I created, you know, experience for my rotation. So each of my rotations, I have an experience for. And within that, so if I did an ambulatory care rotation and I made a PowerPoint presentation on diabetes and, you know, sort of treatment options, I would take that same PowerPoint that I did for the diabetes rotation and put it onto my on my LinkedIn. And number 5 will be to actually use your LinkedIn. If you want to learn more about the company that you potentially want to get a fellowship with, the previous and current fellows are the best people to reach out to. What you can do is, if you go on LinkedIn, on the search bar, you just type in probably postdoctoral fellow and ask them, you know, I'm interested in this fellowship, could you give me more about it, information about it, and just talk to them if you possibly can. But also, I really want to stress this out, just be mindful that a lot of people just won't reply, and that's for various reasons. I honestly don't know why, but I would definitely reply if you guys message me, so feel free to message me. But a lot of people just won't reply, so just be mindful of that, so don't get discouraged if no one replies. It could just be that they're busy, or they just overlooked it, or just forgot to reply, or they just don't want to reply. So the 6th thing that I would tell you is to find people to talk to, so you understand what you want to go into. So if you are conflicted on if you want to go to med affairs and regulatory, or you want to go to pharmacovigilance or med affairs, and if you just don't understand what these terms mean to begin with, the easiest way is just to talk to someone that's in the field, because you don't get enough exposure in pharmacy school, and pharmacy school doesn't train you to go in the pharmaceutical industry. You're more geared to be in community pharmacy, and you're more geared to go into something like residency and so on and so forth. Unless you were in IPHO or you were in ISP or, you know, any other industry organizations, that's where you probably get more of your your exposure. But generally, without going to those events and, you know, those organizations, you're not going to get the exposure for fellowships or what the pharmaceutical industry even does. The 7th thing is midyear is super stressful, and if you're watching this video, if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, well, I'm kind of screwed. Well, it's really not. Like, it goes by, and it's gonna fade away, and you're gonna go to midyear, you're gonna do extremely well, you're gonna get on-site, and you're gonna go to on-sites, and you're gonna get a fellowship, and then you're gonna be like, oh wow, I got something for 2 years of my life. Like 2 years I figured out, or 1 year I figured out I could do a 1-year fellowship. But anyways, all that stuff aside, doing things for midyear, registering for PPS, registering for midyear, getting an ASHP membership, buying plane tickets, messaging people, going to fellowship informational sessions, finding recommendations, buying thank you cards, getting business cards. There's so much that goes into prepping for midyear. Just make it fun, and the only way you're gonna be able to make it fun is just make a trip out of it. You've been grinding for 6 years, 8 years, 4 years, whatever period you've been grinding for in pharmacy school. Just like take some time and do something that's, you know, that you want to do before you graduate. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm going to put a lot more stuff on this channel. And if you guys want to learn more about pharmacovigilance or a little bit more about me and my background, feel free to message me. Really, 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 really wish you guys the best of luck preparing. It's super stressful. Just remember that it's not as stressful as you think it is, and it's gonna go by, and you're gonna be able to do really well in your interviews and really well at midyear, and be able to network and do all the crazy things that your mind is telling you that you won't be able to do. So good luck.